Hey world, it's Tobo. It is September the 27th of 2013 and welcome back to the party. I'm super excited because Spy on the Hill starts tomorrow and that's going to be so awesome. We're not sure yet whether or not it's going to be here at twitch.tv/Deboshi or if it's going to be on the official Spy Party Twitch page, which is twitch.tv/SpyParty. But it's going to be in one of those two places. I don't know which one yet, but it's going to happen tomorrow night at let me check on that. I'm pretty sure it's 10 p.m. I'm pretty sure. I'm just going to double check. Because nothing would be more embarrassing than getting that wrong. 10 p.m. is correct. That is what we are doing. Hopefully. Unless something else crazy happens and we have to change it again. Which seems unlikely, but you know it's possible. It's going to be at 10. Alright, so today we will be casting Drawnonward VS KrazyCaley, which is going to be fun as well. God, I'm so excited for Spy on the Hill. Anyways, yeah, we're casting Drawn versus Kaylee. Damn it, I don't think there's a whole lot to say about that, so let's just get into the game and start things out on the Panopticon. And yes, that sentence kind of petered out hilariously. Good start to the show. Alright, we've got Drawnonward starting things out as the spy, KrazyCaley as the sniper here on any 5 of 6 Panopticon. Drawnonward, as is his way, has knocked off Inspect as he steps in for his first flirt. Not the greatest of flirts, but a good solid white test. That'll give him about a third of that finished up. Goes for the fast purloin, actually. White tests that. So this could be a big problem. It just happened as KrazyCaley looked away from it. I don't think he knows. He's back now. He's back. God, he knows. He knows. He knows. I'm pretty sure he knows. I'm pretty sure. Fake banana bread for some reason. This is really bad because there's a fake DA here. What the balls? He's been highlit. Drawn is a highlit person. That was a terrible time for a fake BB. There were way too many people in this conversation. I don't know what was going through his head there, but it was not a good play. He was also right next to Toby, whose tray was suspiciously empty. I don't know what was going through his head at that moment, but it probably was not the correct thing to be going through his head. No attempt on the walking bug, strangely. I thought Drawn would have jumped on that. Apparently he's going for briefcasisms. So there's that. There's the briefcase, and he walks away from that. Nice and easy. Still highlight as he steps over to see if he can get an actual banana bread off. This is not the greatest of conversations, though. Oh, God! Somebody died. Drawnonward did it, apparently. So, he goes up 1-0 to start things off. I almost screwed up the scoreboard and gave the point to the wrong person, but that would not have been a good thing, so I fixed it. Alright. So, I'm going to be honest, I don't feel like Drawnonward did a particularly good job with that game. KrazyCaley was just continually caught looking at the wrong thing at the wrong time, and it was just incredibly unfortunate. Drawn managed to get away with things he probably shouldn't have, namely the purloin, but it was short enough that there wasn't really a whole heck of a lot to it other than that, because, I mean, sure, KrazyCaley missed the purloin. Sure, he may have jumped the gun a little bit on shooting Yellow Jacket, but it's okay. It happens. So, KrazyCaley is going to pick up the spy roll coming up here. Drawn Obviously, as the sniper, we're going any 5 of 6 on Panopticon, as is the norm. Interestingly enough, KrazyCaley knocks off Purloin, which is not something that usually happens. But I have heard it said that once you're really good at the mission, it doesn't actually take a whole heck of a lot of your attention. So knocking off Purloin might actually be quite a good play. It allows you both inspect and seduce for not really that much loss. I actually quite like that now that I start thinking about it. So, Purloin gone. Oh god, streams are doing weird things. Crap, no, not good. Damn it, really? Really? Okay, we're going again. Apparently we're good. Apparently we're good. Alright. So there's the banana bread, starting things off. It was a green test, so that was fairly nice. No highlights from that, interestingly enough. Had an opportunity for a walking bug there, but considering they were both moving different directions, it would have been very difficult to pull off. So, 2 minutes and 40 seconds left on the clock. Did we just get highlight? No, we didn't. Okay, so here we step into the bookcase, not statues. I don't know why I almost said statues. Actually, immediately walk off with a blue book there. So poof, we have a book, and we're actually hiding behind a pillar. So as of right now, Drawnonward doesn't actually know KrazyCaley has this book, as he steps into the yellow bookcase to put it away. Does not even get highlight for this. So KrazyCaley, with 2 minutes left on the clock, 2 missions done, is having a little bit of a time shortage, but other than that is playing very well. Not even highlight at this point. With the banana bread and a microfilm done. There's the first flirt, and quite a nice one too. In a position to twitch flirt as well. Once Drawnonward looks away. But Drawnonward doesn't appear to be wanting to look away. He's really hanging out on the blue side here. Decides to just step away instead of try for the twitch. It's over to the windows. Drawnonward does have Caley highlight at this point, but as like 8 people highlight, so that's not a huge deal. Caley steps back in to see if he can finish up his flirt, and he can! That's 1 minute to go. We need to find 2 missions somehow. We've got Bug Ambassador Swap Statue and Inspect statues left on the roster. Might wind up going for the Swap and Inspects at the same time, but we have to wait for Blue Danger to put that statue down. He does. Might even fake a green test, which is actually not a bad idea in this situation. There's the fake for the green, but I think he saw it change. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Our model is just big enough to actually be able to hide that. So, oh god! We got deaded. Ladies and gentlemen, Drawnonward goes up by 2 after the opening pair of games. Good start there for Mr. Onward. Let's see if Caley can start pulling a comeback out of this. I feel like he played well there. I feel like Caley did a good job of that game. He just played a little bit too slowly and had to go for the swap at the end. Caley says he didn't actually see the animation. It was just intuition more than anything else. It was a good fake, in my opinion. I quite like that move. That was a good move. A little bit risky, fake greens always are, because what if the other guy's low lit or just not high lit at that point? That can be an issue. But he was, and Drawn just made a good call there. So, Drawn, with that play, picks himself up a 2-0 lead as he gets ready to step back into the spiral on Panopticon. I can only assume, anyways. They haven't actually started this off yet, but it shouldn't take too long as I turn back and forth in my chair, as I am prone to do. Yep, here we are going back into the game here. We are, in fact, on Panopticon. Apparently, we're doing the standard 10 Panopticon, 10 balcony, 10 courtyard. KrazyCaley calls that 1 metric drawn of Spy Party, which is awesome. Drawnonward doing his usual thing here and knocking off the Inspect as we get ready to step in to game number 3. KrazyCaley on the Sniper would really like to pick up a win here, or Drawn is going to start running away with this thing. Drawn on the Spy, trying to do just that. Oh, yes! The red time ad. The redness of that time ad was not good, I guess. But that's okay, because Caley apparently didn't quite pick up on that. Drawn, in fact, was able to get a seduce at the bookcase, but did not decide to bother with the book itself. Steps in. I think that was intended to be a flirt. I think it was, but I don't really know. 3 highlights at this point in time. Drawnonward not among them. 3 minutes and 40 seconds left on the clock. We've got 2 solid flirts done, as well as our banana bread. So Drawn usually plays pretty slowly, especially on this map. But here he's moving at quite a good clip. I like what Drawn's doing here. It's working. It seems like it's going to work quite well for him. Drawn decided apparently that he wasn't going to continue messing with that briefcase. Looks like he's going to go for the purloin. Hits a white. This could be bad. This could be bad. Caley sees him taking the drink. Tray is empty. Does he know? He does. KrazyCaley picks up his first game. And Drawnonward has got caught out on the purloin. Purloin is a very enticing mission. It's fast. It's portable. It's solid in that sense, but it is so hard. It's so hard to pull off when you have a good sniper going on, because he can keep his eye on that while keeping his eye on everything else. It's not difficult to do unless you're me. So it's a bit of a false positive in that sense. It's a very easy mission, but it's, at the same time, it's brutally difficult to not die on. Even if you get green tests on sometimes it can be incredibly incriminating. So that wound up losing Drawn that particular game. If you can hit a green test out a window, it's usually pretty good, because Toby doesn't tend to hang out in the same area if he gets a drink fused out a window. But in this case, there's only so much you can do. So it's time for Wodar to Wodar. Whoa, where did Wodar come from? It's time for KrazyCaley to pick up the spiral to see if he can tie this bad boy up with Drawnonward on the rifle. Seeing if he can hold on to his 2-point lead. Let's see if he can pull it off as KrazyCaley once again removes that purloin. And as I said last time, I quite like that play. I like getting rid of the purloin. Because, again, it is a very difficult mission to not die on. So, KrazyCaley starting things out with a red book in hand, going for the soft transfer, it looks like. That was a completely invisible, almost. He caught the very tail end of that animation, but I don't think he actually noticed anything fishing going on. No highlight indeed. As KrazyCaley steps into the statues to pick up his inspections. And with 3 minutes left on the clock, the inspections are done. We have the red microfilm in pocket. Doing things well so far. Going for a walking bug as well. That was quite a clean bug. Especially considering that Drawn just wasn't looking over there at all. So KrazyCaley decides to go chat with the lady in the purple dress here. Drawn actually only has a single low light at this point in time. 4 highlights, none of which are KrazyCaley. And KrazyCaley now stepping into the blue bookcase. Should be able to pick up a flirt here before he picks up that book. That went quite nicely for him. It wasn't a green, but hey, it's a free flirt. Why not? Going. Oh God! Oh God! Oh God! Okay. Okay. There's the transfer. All right, we didn't see it. We're safe. We successfully survived a red microfilm. That was terrifying. But Drawn was just looking elsewhere, and jeez, that freaked me the hell out, man. We've got 3 1/3 missions done, with 1 minute and 45 left on the clock. Hello, Toby. We do not particularly want to drink at the moment. What are you doing, Ambassador? What are you doing? We don't want to be here. We don't want to be here. It's okay, Ambassador has left. And it looks like KrazyCaley is looking to pick up another flirt here. It looks like that is indeed what he's going to do. Apparently, he actually yelled at the Amba in that situation. Hits quite a nice green test there and immediately stops talking afterwards. Wow, apparently he was going to go for a Twitch flirt, but then his seduction target bailed on him, so he bailed on the Twitch flirt and went to a window. That was a pretty nice little move there. Made his movement fairly smooth through all that. Picks up his banana bread right there on a white test. That shouldn't be too bad, especially considering he's behind the thing. Picks up his flirt. And this is a game for Caley without even getting himself highlight. Jeez, excuse me. That was a brilliantly played game from KrazyCaley. Except for red microfilm, which scared the living crap out of me. That was almost flawlessly done. Time to drop some frames. Hang on, give it a moment. Give it a moment. Quite often this will sort itself out. I'm dropping all kinds of frames right now. So if you're getting lag, it's on my end, not yours. We appear to have stabilized. Alright, we're good. So, let's get back into the party here. We're going to have Drawnonward picking up the spiral here on Panopticon. We're going to have KrazyCaley as the sniper, who has tied things up at 2. As Drawn is going to see if he can pull back into the lead here. Once again, any 5 of 6 on Panopticon, taking off Inspect, as is the thing he does. To answer chat, this is a 30-game set. Went for an hour and 45 minutes. You're probably going to do about 15 15. It all depends on how long it is until we hit the hour mark, really. Drawn onward, starting things off at the window, finishes off his drink. And looks like he's gunning for a flirt to start off the game. I'm pretty sure he is. He is indeed. Picks up the white test there. He's also in conversation with the double agent, who apparently bailed on him, so he's not going to be able to get that contact off after all. As he steps into the blue bookcase to start his microfilm. He's just standing. What's going... Okay, cool. I was wondering what was going on there. So he does, in fact, grab a book. Now, Drawn usually doesn't like to go for soft transfers, as is notable here, as he pulls out the blue book to stand in front of the yellow bookcase, and sometimes this will come back to bite him quite badly. It's a faster way to get the mission done, but in many ways it is somewhat more dangerous on this map, as Drawn moves to put that book away. Does Caley remember? Doesn't look like he does, so Drawn looks like he's going to get away with this unscathed. Microfilm complete at this point. He's got one flirt in as he goes for the time ad and nails the green on that, so that was a pretty nice play there, as Drawnonward steps in for his second flirt of the round. Once again, picks up the white test on that. A very nice... No, you could have low-lit him. Never mind, that guy did a very AI-like thing as far as the briefcase is concerned. So, Drawnonward, 2 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock. A mission and 2/3 complete at this point in time. Keep in mind, Drawn does not have Inspect as an option. Looks like Drawnonward is going to step in to conversation here to pick up his contact. There's the banana bread going off here. We're getting some lowlights. Ooh, that... 2 of our highlights got knocked off from that, so it looks like... Looks like that wasn't the greatest of contacts from Drawnonward as he goes... Oh, God, this is not the best time to be flirting. You're there too long, and right after you swap too, this is probably going to be a Drawnonward death. It is indeed, and Caley picks up the 3-piece. He is now up 3-2 after losing the first 2 games. So Caley really turning the tables on Drawnonward here. If he can pick up this next one, he's going to have a heck of a lot of momentum on his side. Let's see. Excuse me, sorry. And see if he's able to do just that once they get back into this thing. I feel like that swap probably wasn't the best idea. Swaps tend to be, I'd say, about as dangerous as purloins on this map. On any map, really, probably. Usually more so, but on this map, they're a little bit easier to get them away with, but not by much. So, going to have KrazyCaley picking up the spy role here, looking to pick up his 4th game in a row. With Drawnonward on the sniper to see if he can tie this thing up. KrazyCaley immediately starting things out at the statues, going for those inspects, but he may have gotten there a bit too early. Drawnonward worried about a swap here. He goes for it anyway. No! Green is not a good idea in this situation, Caley. No. Damn it. Okay. This could be bad. This could be bad. No walking bug. He was being watched too closely. Snaps McGee has swapped that statue at this point in time. Drawnonward is paying fairly close attention to that. So if he swings back over and sees the statue swapped, he does indeed. Drawnonward, I'm pretty sure, didn't notice. All right. So KrazyCaley is in a decent position right now. He's got 2 inspects done. He's got his swap done. He wanted to get a flirt there, but then briefcase happened, so that was unfortunate. It was quite unfortunate indeed. Lots of highlights at this point, so that is very indicative of the fact that Drawn really doesn't know who swapped that statue. Goes for a very suboptimal flirt there, and the weirdest Twitch flirt I have ever seen. Twitching again. Got a green on the second, green on the third. If you can pick up one more of those, should be able to finish this up. Has a moment to do it here if he wants to. He does indeed. Very awkward Twitch flirts coming out from KrazyCaley. Doesn't actually get that last one off, but goes in for it anyways. A little bit of following going on as he finishes up that flirt with 1 minute and 45 seconds left on the clock. He's got 2 missions and 2 inspects done at this point in time. That is a lot of highlights. Oh God, someone died. Someone got deaded. And ladies and gentlemen, KrazyCaley picks up 4 in a row. Wow. That's pretty impressive stuff. So, KrazyCaley in the span of 4 games goes from down 2 to up 2. Doing a really good job of things so far. Drawn is going to need to find an answer sometime soon, or things are going to get bad. So, Drawnonward down by 2. I feel like KrazyCaley, I want to say he played a good game there, but honestly I don't know how much I believed that. The swap at the beginning was questionable, and the Twitch flirts were strange, but yeah, I guess they were effective. As Drawnonward really has to find a win here, and considering he's playing orange dress, that may be a little bit easier said than done. I don't think being orange dress actually makes things more difficult. It's just it's a fun thing to make fun of. So, Drawnonward starting things off. You can't inspect, man. You're not gonna. Are you really gonna swap this? I don't think you're gonna swap this. Okay, he does not in fact swap this. Apparently he's going to the briefcase here. So he's going to do some of that. Apparently he got undermined by his double agent in that regard. There's some not the greatest pathing there, but you know, that's okay. Oh God damn it, double agent, are you serious? Are you serious, double agent? Alright. That's okay. Got our banana bread off. We've got our second flirt off. We've got it 2 minutes. Going for the Twitch flirt. Alright, so we should be able to get the Twitch flirt off. We do indeed. We've got 2 missions done with 2 minutes and 30 left on the clock. Drawnonward doing alright here. But he's still going to have to find either a swap or a purloin somewhere. This is a thing I don't like about taking off Inspect. Drawn actually going for the soft transfer, which he doesn't usually like doing, but grabbing the red microfilm there seemed to have worked for him. It's not going to be a particularly easy game to win, because currently Drawnonward is 1 of 4 highlights. Refuses to drink from... Actually, okay, he goes for the... that was supposed to be green, but then it wasn't, and oh my god, that's bad. That is... So we're gonna get all sorts of lowlights here. Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright, we have 4 possible... Oh god, okay. Okay. Okay, Drawn. Did you... He's alive! He's not dead. I'll give him that. I don't know how he's not dead, but he's got a minute left and 2 missions to do. If KrazyCaley is patient here, he should be able to get this done without too much trouble. Drawn really wanted to get a bug there, but wasn't able to do it. What are you... Okay. Grabbing that briefcase. There's the bug, and there's the bullet. So, KrazyCaley picks up the 5 in a row at this point. Drawn has really, really got to find an answer sometime soon, because KrazyCaley is running away with this. Drawn was able to pick up the first 2 games, but now he's down by 3 after 7. And KrazyCaley has so much momentum behind him that Drawn... I mean, he has to find an answer. He has to find something. If he can just get 1 win in here somewhere, that'll really cut in to the momentum KrazyCaley is building up here. And the sooner he can do that, the better a chance he has at coming back in this thing. And I must admit, I forgot to check what the final score was before I decided to cast this. So, I'm a little bit worried right now, I've got to admit. But we're getting back into some Spy Party. KrazyCaley is picking up the spy roll. Once again, taking off the Purloin. And 5 of 6 missions. Once again, being the game type here on Panopticon. And Drawn really needs this win. Starting things out at the red bookcase. Whoa, okay. That was probably not the best move, but it worked out for him. Going for the flirt at the bookcase. Able to get that off. Nice green test while he's at it. And a really nice hard transfer to start things off. KrazyCaley is moving fast and still flying under the radar. So, doing a pretty darn good job of things so far. KrazyCaley moving to see if he can finish up his flirt at the statues, but can't quite put the green on that. Does, in fact, pick up his highlight as he goes for his first 2 inspects. I think that may have been a bit of an animation cut-off when he put that statue down, actually, but it wasn't enough for Drawnonward to take the shot. Drawnonward really likes his highlights, man. I don't know what else to say about that. KrazyCaley, after a really fast early game, is apparently deciding to slow things down just a little bit. But his seduction target comes to him. Alright. Finishing up that flirt. 2 missions are done with 2 minutes and 30 left on the clock. We've got 2 inspections done as well at this point in time. KrazyCaley, looked like you wanted to go for a bug there, but then aborted to the window. Going for the bug here, gets it off clean, except that it didn't take for some reason. I really thought that was good, but apparently the game says no. He is still highlight at this point, but so is like half the party, so that's not a huge deal. Going for the briefcase. See if he can get another go at this bug. Nope, never mind, and Bedastor is in motion, so he sets that thing right back down again. Steps back into convo. Minute and 30 left on the clock. And KrazyCaley is spending some time to avert suspicion, which is a good play at this point. He had a really... Oh, God! I don't know if that was bad path. I didn't really get a good chance to see it. He got normal it. Krazy got normal it, ladies and gentlemen. So KrazyCaley is in an even better spot than he was before right now. Right now, time is Caley's main enemy. He's got a minute left on the clock. He's got an inspect and 2 missions to do. Mind you, one of those missions is the double agent. One of them as well is the ambassador, so we should be able to do this time-wise. Just have... Oh, God, no! Red test! Red test on the banana bread. There's the cough. This could be really bad. Okay, Drawn was on the other side. That's okay. Drawn not reacting fast enough to get his lowlights. 30 seconds left on the clock. Caley picking up his last inspect here. He's going to need to find one more mission. He goes for the swap. Ladies and gentlemen, animation cut off to put that thing down. 3 seconds left. He's got to hide. He's got to hide, but he can't hide. And Drawnonward picks up the games he needs. He's still down by 2 at this point, but he has managed to shut down Caley's momentum. And hopefully he'll be able to pull himself back into this thing. He's down by 2. It's more than doable. We've got 2 games left to play on Panopticon before we move on to the balcony. And Drawnonward is down by those 2 games. He can still go into the next map even if he wins the next 2. Probably what... I think the best thing for him... Let me rephrase that because that was silly. What he wants right now is to go into balcony down by 2. That would probably be good. Of course, ideally, he wants to tie things up. But down by 2 for the balcony is a good goal. Drawnonward tends to have good luck on the balcony, so he may be able to pull things back in his favor there. He's starting to pick up the spiral here. Actually taking off Purloin instead of the inspect. So Drawnonward, realizing that the hard tells aren't working for him, takes off the Purloin for the ability to go for those inspects, which is a good mission on this map. Gets off 1 quick flirt before his seduction target bails on him, so he's not going to be able to do any twitching here, but that is alright. As Drawnonward looks for another game here on the Panopticon. KrazyCaley as the sniper. Drawnonward steps into the blue bookcase to start messing around with some reading material. Actually just puts that thing right back where he found it. I don't know if I like that. We'll see what he does with it. Maybe he's going to be able to make it work, but I'm not... I don't know. It doesn't feel very good. So, goes for the time ad, hits a white test, and insta-dies! Okay, that didn't go as planned. That was not what Drawnonward intended. I'm still dropping frames, so seeing it stabilized, everything's alright, but Drawnonward did get watch killed. So, he's down by 3 right now. He really pretty much needs to catch Caley out on this next game here. And he'll enter the balcony down by 2 if he does so. Otherwise, he'll be down by 4, and that's a hard deficit to come back from, especially since we're not playing all 30 games on the stream here. KrazyCaley starts things off with a red watch check, which is bad. Just straight up, don't do that. Oh, God, what? Ladies and gentlemen, Caley is low lit. I don't entirely know what happened or how, but Caley's low lit. Ladies and gentlemen, this is real life. This is real life. Caley doesn't know. Caley thinks he's high lit at this point, but he's not. Drawnonward has 3 highlights at this point in time, and about 7 lowlights. Never mind, 6, I miscounted. KrazyCaley's playing things incredibly passively to try to get rid of the highlight that he perceives he has. According to KrazyCaley in the chat, he thought he was ultra highlight, which makes entire sense, because at that point in time you really should be. But he's not. He's actually low lit. So he's playing a very passive game, and that might come back to bite him. But on this map in particular, it is very, very difficult for a sniper to come back from a game where the spy gets himself low lit. Let's see if he's able to do it. We've got 2 minutes, 45 seconds left on the clock as Caley steps out of conversation, heading to the window to time at again. What the heck? Okay, cool. He green tested that one. He's got time. Alright. So, he's really trying to spend as much time as he can getting rid of this perceived highlight right now, which normally would be a good play, except this. So, right now, KrazyCaley is at 3 minutes left at the clock. He has not done a single mission yet. I am dropping some frames. I see him stabilized. Everything is okay. And KrazyCaley is in a little bit of a weird spot because with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock, nothing has really happened. If he doesn't time add anymore, this is going to wind up being a 5.5 minute game, which is kind of crazy. That's a long game for Spy Party, man. Let's have a look at what Drawnonward's looking at. He's got 4 highlights right now. There are 5 neutral lights and everyone else is low lit. KrazyCaley decides it's mission time at long last. Ooh, a little bit of a red inspect there. Actually cancels out of his 3rd cycle rather than finishing that up. Again, he thinks he's really suspicious. He's not really suspicious, but he thinks he is. Seduction target says hi. Minute and 30 seconds left on the clock. I don't know if Caley is actually going to be able to get his missions done here, to be honest. He spent so much time trying to be as inconspicuous as he could possibly be. Here he goes, stepping back in to the statue to finish up that there inspect. Apparently, Caley's just been trying to get someone else shot, which, you know, makes sense. Apparently, KrazyCaley says he thought that completing missions would be actually impossible. He thought he was just that highlight. Which it may actually be a good way to play when you're just that high lit, but he doesn't know. He doesn't know! Okay, so 30 seconds left on the clock. KrazyCaley, there's no way he's going to do his missions at this point. I think it's physically impossible, unless he timeouts the crap out of things. But he's not going to do that, because he's already done 2 timeouts this game, and he thinks he's high lit. Drawnonward has a lot of suspects right now. There's the banana bread. With 15 seconds left on the clock, is Drawn going to shoot? It doesn't look like he is. It doesn't look like he is. Is Drawn going to win this? Is Drawn going to do it? Is he going to... Did he do it? He did, ladies and gentlemen. Drawnonward. I thought he was totally boned there. I really thought once that low lit hit that he was down by 4. I thought that was the case. It was not the case, as he actually manages to pick up that game against all odds. Very... Props to you, Drawn. Well patienced. So, that's the first 10 games gone. Drawnonward won 2. Then KrazyCaley won 5. Drawn won 1. Caley won 1. Drawn won 1. And now we're here. 4-6 is the current scoreline as we get ready to step into the balcony. I'm pretty sure at this point KrazyCaley is just face palming at the log because of how early he got low lit and how much time he spent trying to get not high lit. So you might take a little bit longer than usual to get in the next game here. That's alright. I'm going to plug Spy on the Hill again, because that is going to be the greatest freaking thing, and it's happening tomorrow night at 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern, which is, I believe, 7 o'clock Pacific, but I'm not 100% on that. I think that's accurate. As we step into the first game on balcony with Drawnonward as the spy, down by 2. KrazyCaley as the sniper. And Drawn starting things off with a good flirt. He's able to get another one in here because, well, because his seduction target's being friendly. So with 1:30 left on the clock, he's got 2 of his flirts done already. This is looking quite good for Mr. Onward so far. Here comes the banana bread. It is, in fact, a white test, so that might wind up being a little bit bad. He does pick up a highlight for it, but with 1 minute left on the clock, and thank you, seduction target, and apparently thank you, KrazyCaley, as well, because he shot the wrong person, and Drawn takes this thing to a 1-point match. Alright. Things are looking good. Drawnonward is starting to put together his comeback here, so that's looking pretty good at the moment. He's going to pick up the sniper role here to see if he can tie things up. KrazyCaley will be on the spy on classic balcony, which is any 2 of 3 with no purloin. And away we go. So, starting things off, KrazyCaley is really just hanging out. There aren't nearly enough people in convo to get the banana bread off. And now we're almost there, but we want, there's the banana bread timing. Nails the green test on that. So, that should be pretty... Oh, he got highlight anyway because he flirted right after and Drawn thought he was talking during it. Lead derp. So he steps out to the window here. Probably going to re-enter in a good position for that flirt, probably to the right of the seduction target. He does indeed. Actually in range for Bug here if some crazy thing happens that gets his arm obstructed, which is unlikely, but okay, it happened. It happened. But no bug has occurred. He took a drink instead. Going to first final flirt at the window. I don't think he has time to get this off. He did have time to get this off. Ladies and gentlemen, KrazyCaley with a brilliantly played game on the balcony. I like that a heck of a lot. That was beautifully done. KrazyCaley gets back to his 2-point lead. So, currently 1-all on the balcony. Overall, KrazyCaley is up by 2. We've got about 10 minutes left in the show. So, plenty of time for Drawn to make up 2 games. Let us see what transpires. I like water. Water is good. Drawnonward on the spy. KrazyCaley on the sniper. Starting things out in a fairly good position here. Hasn't actually taken control yet, though. Okay, he's tabbed. Really, Drawn? Really? Alright, be like that. You're not getting your flirt off early. Still tabbed. He's not gonna... Is he really just... Really? What? Yeah, Drawn's just hanging out. Looks like he's gonna go for the frame this time. It's very difficult to tell who to frame on balcony. He still hasn't taken control. Keeping an eye on that. We do have one highlight at this point in time. I don't think Drawn knows, though. At least our highlights are being fairly suspicious. Drawnonward still on AI control right now. There he goes. Finally decides to take control right as AI talks for him. Apparently, according to KrazyCaley, he's actually fairly bad at the whole trigger figure thing on this map. Goes for the banana. Okay! Trigger finger has occurred, and Drawnonward takes things back to a 1-point game. Drawnonward doing a pretty darn good job coming back after that terrible 5-game win streak from KrazyCaley. But Caley is going to want to win this next game to continue the balcony yo-yo contest. We'll see if he's able to pull that off. 7-6 is the current scoreline in favor of KrazyCaley. KrazyCaley really does want to keep his 2-point lead. That's a comfortable buffer to have as he steps in to the spiral. Drawnonward looking to tie things up as the sniper here. Let's see if he can get that done. Starting things off with a quick flirt. Actually a fairly good... Nope, never mind. Not anymore. But he did it anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, that was not a very good banana bread. Straight up. 2 solid lowlights with only a banana bread gained. Not a highlight, which is good, but those 2 lowlights were not really what we wanted. We might be able to get some good stuff happening here, considering the lack of highlight so far. We do have 2 flirts done for about 50%, maybe just over. Keep in mind, though, it was a green test on the contact, so that might wind up being quite powerful. I'm really just taking from KrazyCaley here in the chat. And in fact, The yo-yo contest continues. Ladies and gentlemen, KrazyCaley pulled a win out of that. He's still up by 2 points. So far the spies are having... No, it's not even accurate because... Okay, so far... How do I want to say this? I need to figure out how to words. How do I want... Okay, more spy parties happening. So we're gonna watch that instead of trying to figure out how to say that. It wasn't even particularly important. So Drawnonward picking up the spy roll here is a chance to go a quick flirt in. He does indeed, but that's pretty much as bad a flirt as you can get, sadly. Every little bit helps, though. Although in that situation, I probably would have gone for a red test. Maybe get our seduction target to rejoin in a better spot. As soon as he does rejoin, though, we should be able to get a nice contact in. Except that he went window to window, and now people are leaving, and everything is sad. So nothing really much has happened in the first 40 seconds of game here on the balcony as far as the spy is concerned. As far as the sniper is concerned, we already have 2 lowlights and a highlight. Here's the green test on the banana bread. So 2 people were talking during that. One of which has just been killed. So that's a thing to consider. This puts Drawnonward back in contending position to tie things up. We only have time for about 3 more games. So, ladies and gentlemen, we found drama. We found it. Alright. We're going to have KrazyCaley here picking up the spy roll. Drawnonward as the sniper looking to tie this thing up at 8. Drawnonward looking to do what I just said. KrazyCaley is the name I meant to say, and he is hoping here to continue their yo-yo contest on the balcony. That briefcase was bad. I don't think it was noticed. Apparently, drawn side of the string isn't doing anything. It's not, it's stuck. A banana bread just went off on this side, but... Okay, apparently that got paused somehow. It's time to sink. There's the banana bread. And ladies and gentlemen, we did it. We are all synced. Oh, God! Ladies and gentlemen, we're all tied up at 8 with 2 games to go. And Drawnonward has tied things up for the first time since that first tie when it was 2-2. That one. That sentence did not work nearly as well as I had intended it to. That's alright. We're down to a final 2 games with Drawnonward playing spy first thing. Quick banana bread going off. It was, in fact, a white test, so that's not going to help. Seduction target is not in a good position here. Red test might be a good idea, considering the positioning in the circle. It'll be about... Ooh, that'd be even better. If we wanted to go for that red test on the flirt. Doesn't look like we are, though. We are, in fact, hitting the green. Nope, sorry. That wasn't the green. It was just white. So, not the greatest start in the world for Drawnonward, especially considering he's the only highlight. with 3 lowlights. It's not going to be an easy game for Drawn to win. Possible? Yes. But difficult. 1 minute left on the clock. Let's see how this goes. Orange dress being a little bit strange there with the briefcase, but does in fact pick up a highlight for it actually. So Drawnonward is gonna need something big to happen here. That's not gonna do it. Right now, Orange Dress needs to die, or Drawnonward's pretty much lost this. There's really nothing he can do mission-wise. He needs Caley to shoot, and I'm pretty sure that's what he's banking on at this point. Hasn't even gone for his second flirt yet. There's Orange Dress talking. I don't think Caley's going to take the shot. In fact, he doesn't. KrazyCaley has the advantage with 1 single game left to play. KrazyCaley can pull it home right here, right now. Drawnonward, all he can do is tie it up at 9. We found it. We found the drama. All right. One final ace match. Well, now ace match implies that it decides the winner. One final bullet. Yes, that's certainly dramatic. One final bullet in this set to decide the outcome. The fates of these 2 players are on the line right here on the balcony. 6 partygoers, a guard, an ambassador, and a waiter. 1 spy, 1 shot. Let's see how this goes. KrazyCaley as the spy, Drawnonward on the rifle. Caley, with a good position for the first flirt, doesn't manage to hit the green there. With purple dress going for the briefcase. Might not be able to get the banana bread as quickly as we'd like, but there everyone is in conversation. We white test the contact. That's okay. 3 people were talking at the time. Apparently only 2 of those people get highlight, but that's alright. Got 1 minute and 5 left on the clock. Seduction target is going for the briefcase, so that's a pain. As you re-enter this conversation, we're going to need to get 1 flirt here and then step out. We're going to need to find a green test somewhere. There's that green test he needs. So 1 more flirt's going to finish this up. It doesn't matter where from or with what quality the flirt is executed with. He steps out of conversation as section target does. That laser is in a very disconcerting position, but everything's okay because he's not going to die yet. Here comes section target re-entering conversation. KrazyCaley might win this with this flirt right here. That was a fake banana bread! Oh no! Oh no! Oh my god, that is so unfortunate. There's the flirt. There's the flirt. This could still happen. This could still happen. Overtime, there's the shot. Oh my god. The fake banana bread. That's such a shame, ladies and gentlemen. We are tied at 9 and done. That's what happened. That is what Wait, the shot was too late for sync? What? Did I just accidentally did I just plot twist? Did that happen? KrazyCaley won that? Yes! That's so awesome! Oh my god, yes! That makes me so happy! KrazyCaley did in fact win that. I just double checked that KrazyCaley won it 8-10. Was the final score line. I can't instant replay because I closed the window on accident. But hells yeah, that was awesome. Okay, we did it. Ladies and gentlemen, come to Spy on the Hill tomorrow. It's going to be awesome. I can't reveal anything other than it's going to be awesome, but trust me, it's going to be freaking awesome. That happens at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. And then on Tuesday, I'm casting with R7. So that's going to be amazing as well. I'm done, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks a ton for coming out. Oh, there's a question. I don't know if it's going to be on this channel or if it's going to be on the official Spy Party channel. I think it's going to be on this one because we haven't heard back from Checker yet. But yes, it's going to be me and Warning Track casting that. Thank you a ton to Wodar for setting this whole thing up. And yeah, I think that's all I have to say. Thanks a ton again for coming out to watch, guys. And until tomorrow night, this is Deboshi, signing off.